Here we see Byrd using his body, his eyesight to avoid punches, but Ibeabuchi finally catches him. Some hard shots on the shoulders. Accumulation can wear you down.
Well, Ibeabuchi somehow found a way to throw 75 punches against Chris Byrd in round number 3. Harold, how do you have it scored?
Jim, all I got to say is Stu Miller couldn't throw a fastball either. Listen, 29-28, 2 rounds to 1. Ike Ibeabuchi. Jim, what you're judging in this fight is at the end of the round who did more damage. You can't get fooled by Byrd's histrionics. You just got to look at it and say who did more damage so far. Ike did it in rounds 2 and 3.
Is Ike going to get exhausted trying to chase Byrd all the time like this, Roy?
I don't know. He could by throwing all these big punches, but be reminded here, he's throwing good body shots while he's chasing Chris, and he's hitting Chris a lot more than he seems as he is.
And Byrd's eye is cut, and it's open again.
Yep. And Byrd's cut man is his dad, Joe Byrd, who's also the trainer. So the blood flowing a little bit from above the left eye of Chris Byrd, a mark of the damage that Ibeabuchi's been able to do with his right hand. We thought Ibeabuchi might wear down against Tua because of the extraordinarily high work rate. He only seemed to get stronger in the late rounds of that fight. He's got some wellspring of energy that is truly special.
Teddy Atlas joins us at ringside. He's as familiar with his post as he is with his post in the corner with his fighter. Welcome aboard, Teddy.
Thank you, guys.
Interesting fight here. Ibeabuchi fighting a nice disciplined fight against Byrd. Is that the way you have to fight him?
Yeah, you sure do. I mean, Byrd's the kind of guy that you have to be disciplined with. He's real slick. He moves his head. He wants you to do things.
Would you let Kirk Johnson fight this Byrd?
I don't know.
If you didn't have to?
Not if I didn't have to. I mean, this is a guy that, you know, he acts like he's a lightweight or a middleweight in a heavyweight's body. He's real slick. You think he was Roy Jones Jr. up there.
How'd you feel about your first tour of duty with Kirk Johnson tonight, Teddy?
Okay, I mean, Kirk is a young kid. He's got to learn to be consistent with his ability. He has ability, but you don't get up there and people don't hand things to you just because you have ability. You have to be disciplined. You have to use that ability within a certain vehicle, and you have to be consistent with it. He's going to learn that.
You surprised at how often Ibeabuchi is finding Byrd here?
Yeah, well, not really. He's steady. You know, you need to be steady against Byrd. You have to be a guy who's not going to be BS, and you got to go to the body a lot because he wants you to go to the head. You got to go the opposite of what he wants.
And Ibeabuchi goes to the body with a right and the left to punctuate round number 4. One more question as they work in the corners here. What do you anticipate next for Kirk Johnson?
He's there's a group of young guys. There's a group of young lions that are
he stayed in the group tonight.
He's in the group, you know, and it's just a matter of which one he'll pair up with. I'm sure we'll be offered something with one of those group guys, and one of those guys will step forward. They're all on the same road. It's just a matter of who gets forward a little faster, and you know how far you got to go. It's not that much further. A couple of fights, and one of these guys in that group is going to get off with some kind of title fight.
Do you think that cut will pose a problem for Byrd as the fight progresses?
It looks like it's not bleeding. I mean, it looks clean, so it only causes a problem if it bleeds. It looks like they're doing a good job with it. It looks like he's not a bleeder. Some guys are bleeders. He don't look like he's a bleeder.
All right, Teddy, thanks very much for joining us.
Pleasure
Congratulations again on the Kirk
guys.
Johnson victory.
Thank you very much.
Best of luck down the road. Teddy Atlas hitting his first shot tonight as trainer for Kirk Johnson and coming out with a big victory over Al Ice Cole. In round 4, Ibeabuchi's punch output dropped to 52, but he still landed 16 of them. Byrd 16 of 48. That might have been a tough round to score. Now we go to the 5th.
Ibeabuchi's punches seem to be slowing a little bit now, Jim.
Well, that could be fatigue. You know, there was the long layoff after the victory over Tua, 16 months. He's won a couple of fights since then, but there have been inconsistencies in training. Curtis Coates, he's listening to in the corner tonight. There was a period of time while he trained for this fight when he wasn't with Coates, but rather was with Chuck McGregor. He only had one sparring partner, and he told us he didn't spar very much preparing for this fight at all. Some fighters these days don't believe in sparring a lot, and Ibeabuchi is one of them. And right hand shot by Ibeabuchi in retaliation in the middle of the ring.
Fortunately for Byrd, it just missed him.
Body punches from Ibeabuchi has slowed Byrd down too. Byrd is not as nearly as elusive as he normally is in a fight like this.
You know, we were talking about the cut before. The importance of a cut in a fight like this, which can be very difficult to score, is that it shows graphically to the judges that one guy has been hurt with something.
Left hand. Byrd in serious trouble. Ibeabuchi with a monster left hook. Followed it up to the right, and Byrd, for the second time in his career, goes down. Trying to argue with the referee, Ron Rawls, about whether it was a knockdown, but come on, Chris, you got busted.
Oh, boy, he's out of hit. He's hurting very bad. He doesn't even know where he is right now. He's trying to keep it down. He's hurt bad. He's hurt bad.
Round ticking down. 15 seconds left. He might make it out of the round. Here comes Ibeabuchi.
He'll never make it out of this round, Jim.
Hard left hook. Oh, they can stop it. They can stop it right now.
What is Byrd hollering for?
Ron Rawls stops it. Ike Ibeabuchi has knocked Chris Byrd out.
A sensational victory for Ibeabuchi, and shame on Chris Byrd. He was arguing with the referee from the moment he got knocked down. He claimed it wasn't a knockdown. It was a knockdown, and he never stopped bitching instead of fighting and protecting himself.
I think Ibeabuchi, Roy, just knocked him silly.
He knocked him silly. Chris Byrd is really not aware of what went on. It's not that he's ignorant. He's not aware of what really was going on. He's not senseless right now. He doesn't have an idea of what's going on in his mind right now. He's still kind of senseless.
That left hook was as big a single punch blow as we've seen in a while in the heavyweight division.
Yes, it was.
Well, Chris Byrd told us that he gets offended when he gets hit by a big punch. He must be very, very offended at the moment.
Ike Ibeabuchi closed the show, landing 19 of 36 power shots in that round. And what a spectacular job Ibeabuchi does in knocking out a man who was regarded as knockout proof. Here's the first knockdown, Roy. Here's the first knockdown, and check out this left hook. Here's the right.
Was it the right or the left?
Well, the left set it up. The right was just as flush. Here's another look from a different angle. Boom.
Oh, yes, it was the left uppercut.
Yeah,
oh,
the left uppercut. From that point on, Byrd was gone.
Yeah, Byrd was really out of it right there. He was totally done.
Yep, I called it a left hook. With that angle, you can call it an uppercut. It was spectacular.
Man.
That's what Oscar De La Hoya used to do to smaller opponents. One shot like that, and they were out of there.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the big danger about fighting these big heavyweights. When you come up against one that can hit you with the big punch, are you going to be able to take it? That's where that 35-pound difference makes a difference.
And at that point, Ron Rawls elected to stop the fight and prevent any further punishment for Byrd. The round had ended, but under